think a big barrier is pride and confidence and the feelings that our kids may or may not have when they walk into the schools. Do they see themselves represented in the schools? Do they feel comfortable walking into the classrooms? Do they feel like they have to stuff a certain side, a part of them down in order to fit in? My name is Pam Spooner. I am the Indigenous Assistant Superintendent for School District 57. I am a Gitxsan person, born and raised in Hazelton, but I've been in Prince George, a guest in the territory, since 1989. And my feast hall name is Gusawilaxum Guganau, which means little frog teacher, or she is always teaching. This job is an HRT exemption, so a human rights exemption, meaning that this position will always be for an Indigenous person. And what it does is it ensures that Indigenous voice at the table. So now to have Indigenous people speak up and be the voice at those tables is hugely important, and it influences the decisions that might be made, big picture. For far too long in the past, so many of our kids fell through the cracks. There weren't enough conversations, there weren't enough eyes on, there weren't enough people trying to assist or even to have a relationship with them. We know as Indigenous people, sometimes it's easier to talk to Indigenous people, right? So when people are phoning you or knocking on your door, it's easier when you have a worker or someone from the education system who looks like you, or a role model too, standing in front of the kids so that they can see themselves within those schools, so that they're more comfortable asking questions or being confident and proud in who they are. I think the biggest thing that I've been doing is bringing awareness to everybody at all levels. At all the board meetings, I would bring the ancestors in and I would say, this rock or this tree, they're witnesses from the people who were here before us. And so we need to make sure that we're doing good work to benefit all kids. My children have a non-Indigenous father, and so it was really tough for them. They wanted to fit in. And so now they're texting me and asking me, what's my name, or how do we say our WILP, or how do we write? And so they're asking more questions and they know more, and they realize, again, how important it is to understand who you are and be proud of who you are to be successful in the fields or careers that you go into. To be able to walk into a room and win an interview, or to stand in front of a body of people and say, this is who I am as an Indigenous person, and this is what we need to do to change the future, right? So if we don't have that in our kids, I don't know if true success can happen. Otherwise, you have totally assimilated and pushed down who the Indigenous person is. It's about teaching, it's about standing beside everybody and walking alongside them to make a better future for the kids. I want our kids to be loud and proud of who they are. Smiling, laughing, having fun, entering the workforce, looking after their communities still, and not being afraid to do that. My hope is we've closed the gap, that our Indigenous students are just as successful as everybody else. My hope is that they're going to walk into a classroom and a school and be proud of who they are, right? They're not different. Be proud that you are different.